So after we had talked about these toys and we had done these rockets, you decided that you were going to do a rocket too. What kinds of things did you have to put together to make one?
First thing I was making was this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and that is your rocket, right? You just made it out of a plastic cup?
And paper, cut out a circle of paper, then cut the circle, just cut it once, straight line to the middle, and then fold it up into a cone. And then I made these things to make it go up.
Okay. So then, and one thing Riley was telling us earlier today is there is a reason for those. She said before, when she didn't have the top on it,
just use a regular cup. You have to make this whole thing or else it won't go up.
Yeah. She was saying if it didn't have that top on it, it wouldn't go up. So it was kind of like that top that's on it helped it somehow go up and make it go faster. It's really cool. All right, so tell us about your other parts, kid.
So this thing, the first thing I was doing was I had a snack baggie, but didn't have enough pressure to make the air go all the way through here.
Okay.
So what I tried was first took the tube, I put on this, and I tried to make it to where it would go onto here. Who went through this one to make it go? It wouldn't go up.
Oh.
So then I went to my room and I found this. I cut off the bottom. Marble. Thanks. Ew. Then,
So how does it work? How do we make it work?
pressure in the bag.
So we have to get the pressure in the bag. Okay. Can you show them how to get the pressure in the bag?
Have to go into it.
She's blowing in the end of that hose in that water bottle. See? Isn't that cool? Where'd it go?
It landed.
It landed? Oh my gosh, that happened one more time. We were like, you could actually make it a game, right? To see if you could land it exactly where it's supposed to go.
I would win.
So you guys, that's a great, so we know that when you shoot it, let's see if you shoot it one more time, if it lands the same way, so that we know in our model how we need to draw it, right? How we need to draw it in our model. Did it go sideways? Landed sideways? All right, one more time, because we're doing a trial. We're going to see if it makes a difference, right? You got to do it more than twice. All right. Sideways again? Yeah. All right, so then we can leave it laying sideways. That's kind of how it felt, or when it did that before. Oh my goodness, we've got, so that is super awesome. So she used duct tape, a pool hose, a baggie, a Ziploc baggie, the bottom or the top of a water bottle that she put in the hose to make a nice breathing place for her to breathe into. And then it also made that fit tight. It turned out really, really cool. So you guys,
What are we doing? This is cool.
I know, isn't that cool? So what we need to be thinking about right now as we move on is how are we going to draw this? How are we going to model it? How are we going to show people what this is? So I'm going to go ahead and I will share my screen with you. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to the roadmap, and in the roadmap, you're going to tell me what to draw and what to have in the model, okay? So here's kind of how I want you to do it. You may not speak out loud because I will not listen to you out loud. You may put your ideas in the chat. So if you are in the chat and you have an idea of how I can, let me grab the roadmap here, how I can model this. How can I model this? Right? How can I model this? I'm going to work in Zachary's map. I'm going to work in Zachary's map. So we'll go to all third grade and we'll find our toy models. So you guys know in your own models, you guys can do the same thing. You have something called driving question word wall shared models, right? And those actually should be all shared to everybody, but we can go to this class model, right? And we'll open it up.
Miss Coleman.
Yeah.
You should put the link in the chat for all of us.
No, you guys can get it. We're in lesson 1-3, right? In lesson 1-3. I mean, I can put it in the chat, but you are in lesson 1-3. You guys do know how to get it, but yeah, I guess I could put it in the chat since I went and got the link for myself, huh? That would be nice of me, and then all you have to do is click on it. All right, there you go, friends.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. So then when we click on 1-3 and we go in here, we're going to be thinking about that idea of modeling. So in the chat, I want you to start thinking about what do I need to put in this model to make it a model tells a story of how things work, right? A model tells a story of how things work. What do I need in this model? Please type in the chat because I'm only going to put what I get in the chat. That's it. So if you don't type it in the chat, I'm not going to put it on the model. I'm going to click on the class model here. So thinking about her system, her rocket system, tell me one thing or two things or three things that need to be put in the chat, or put them in the chat, things I need to draw on this page. Show our model. A bag. All right, so Alexia says a bag, so I'm going to draw a bag. And I'll just probably do the bag with a black outline. And then how will people know that this is a bag? What should I do?
Label it.
Yeah, I need to label it, right? So I can go like that, and then I can click on the T here, and I can put bag, B-A-G. All right. Then I've got one that says a cup. Somebody says a hose, a cup. All right, so let's do the hose. Let me do the hose. And I'm going to do the hose kind of like,
Yes, huh?
yeah, I'll kind of do the hose kind of weird. It's like kind of a greenish color, right?
Yeah.
So we'll do that for the hose. And then I'm going to, what do I have to do? Because people won't know what that means. They'll go, oh, is that a popsicle stick?
Label it.
Oh, I got to label it, right? So
You
if
have
I
to
write,
label everything that you do.
Yeah, because if you don't, nobody's gonna know what it is.
Yeah, those things. The bag is a square. The hose is a little line out of the square.
Exactly. They won't know. Somebody said a bottle. So right here is where we can put that bottle, that water bottle, right? And I'll go back to drawing, but I'm going to change the color of it a little bit so that it looks a little bit different than the other things. Right? And it was kind of like a bottle. It didn't have lines on it, kind of. Right? So we can just type here, water bottle with bottom cut out. Oh, people are saying tape. Some people are saying tape. So then where exactly did you put the tape? Where is the tape?
Here, on the plastic bag to tape it to the hose.
Okay, so then you're saying,
just a little bit off.
okay, so then if we do that for our tape.
And then also for the cup.
All right, so then I'm going to put that gray, and I'm going to put this down here so that people know that anything gray is tape.
Black.
Okay, and then she put some here too, I think.
Yes, I did.
Okay, all right. All right, so tape there and tape here on the baggie. And then our rocket is made out of other things. I saw in the chat that some people said a red cup, and that works, right? So we'll put red.
Or the rocket.
Yeah. And so.
Cardboard.
A red cup.
A circle of paper.
And what did you guys say? What did somebody say?
Circle paper.
Oh, the top part, right?
Oh yeah, paper.
Paper.
Cardboard.
Oh yeah, because she did make cardboard too, didn't she?
Yeah, cardboard.
Yeah.
Kind of circle.
And tape.
Straight.
Cardboard and tape.
All right. So then these like little wing things. All right. So then here I can put on here rocket, right?
Rocket.
Okay, so the whole idea is, right, we have the pieces of our system here. So we have all the pieces of our system, but then we have to really be thinking about how does it work? How does it work?
Air that I blow in.
Yeah, she's saying because of the air that she blows in. So we have all of these system parts right here, right? And we need to think about how can we make this
to make it go.
Yeah, how do we make it go?
By blowing air through the tube, going to the bag, pressing the bag makes it pop up.
So could I say, okay,
it's the
maybe
air.
We need to describe that a little bit too, right? So if I say, if I show maybe a line that goes down here and here and say, blow air, blow into the bottle. Is that it? If I blow into the bottle, what happens?
The air goes into the bag and then you push the bag down.
Yeah.
It'll go
Put
into
the
bag.
Put the cup on, put the rocket, and then press down the bag.
Put the rocket onto the bottle. And put the rocket onto the bottle. Was that it now? Now what? Anything else? So it says blow into the bottle. The air will go into the bag. Then put the rocket onto the bottle.
And
What
then
do you
push the bag down. Push the bag down.
Must push the bag down to, and then what happens? You must push the bag down to, what do you push the bag down for?
To make the rocket go out.
No, but how come pushing the bag makes the rocket go out though?
It shoots it with the air.
Oh, so when I
I
push
see your dog.
yeah. Remember it's your dog today?
Huh?
Oh, I'm gonna mute you guys. What's going on in your houses? So remember it was dress your dog today? Kitty, Kitty, get up. The kid's gotta see you. Come here. Remember you had to dress your dog day? That's what it said on the announcements. It said dress your dog today. So Mrs. Coleman's got an outfit for her.
That's adorable.
Isn't she funny?
Yeah.
So anyways, let's get back to what we were supposed to be doing. So you must push the bag down to push the air, you said. Push the air. But why would you have to push the air?
Don't hit it very hard like I did.
What happens when you push the air out of the bag? What happens to the air?
It makes it come back up through the tube and go through the water bottle again.
Okay.
Goes like
Okay.
this.
So
Lifts up.
the air will
That's the little
go
one
through
packet.
the tube, right?
It would
And push off
and I even got you a couple.
the rocket, right? Do you think that explains it all?
No.
No? What else has to be in here?
On the top of the whole page, put,
Label the project.
yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea. So it needs to say
A rocket toy.
Yeah.
rocket. Anybody have a really good name for this rocket toy?
A
A
toy
really
rocket.
cool toy?
Yep, and it's
Could you come
rocket.
up with something that you'd want to buy if you saw this?
The air rocket.
What do you think, Kaylee? What
Girl
do you
did.
think?
Mr. Rocket.
Mr. Rocket?
Yeah.
Oh, like Mr. Potato Head, except it's called Mr. Rocket?
Yeah.
A Mr. Rocket toy. Maybe we should put a mustache on it.
Yeah, put a mustache on it.
Really funny, wouldn't it? Then we can make a
Yeah.
mixed mustache.
Yeah, put a mustache on it.
All right, hold on. Put a mustache on. I hope you don't mind that we're putting a mustache on your thing there.
No. No.
No gray. It needs to be brown.
Put it down there.
There we go. It has a nose, a hand, but not the eyes.
Yeah, that's,
Oh yeah. It needs the eyeballs.
That.
Yeah, let's let them cool down a few minutes.
that is too funny. So, what are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking? Is this a good enough model of what's going on with this rocket that Riley made? I mean, it's so awesome that she came today having that this morning. I was like, oh my goodness, this is so cool, because instead of me showing you something that came from a toy store, I got to show you the rocket that Riley made. And it makes it so much better because guess what, guys? Who else could be making stuff at home? Who else could be putting things together? You guys could be. And so this is really, really cool.
Saves
Tomorrow-
money.
So if you guys have time and you want to make your own something, I don't know what you want to make, but maybe you want to make something. If you want to show it tomorrow, I am perfectly happy with showing that off tomorrow.
I'm
But
gonna try
also,
making a record like Honey, say something.
we're
It's
going to
so
be tough.
cool.
Okay, just 1 second though, because we forgot a couple pieces of it. And I want to finish like our model because we did finish, we kind of have talked about it, but we haven't finished the model, right? We haven't finished it. We told what would happen. It would push the rocket, but we haven't told what happens after that. And we haven't told what happens. Well, I know, but then what happens after that?
It falls down.
It falls down. It lands if you get it right.
Always does it fall down?
Sometimes
Does it
you
always fall down? Does anybody put
Yeah.
it in?
all the time. Sometimes it goes like this. One time it went like this for me.
Yes, Talia, you can go. Anybody have any other ideas here? Like what?
I do.
What's your idea?
I think that instead of a baggie, you can also put a balloon onto it.
Oh,
That's
And
why
then pop the balloon.
whenever my mom gets the balloon, because a
Ah.
balloon is better.
oh, you think so? You think the balloon would be better?
Yeah.
Oh, well, and then that's a good thing to try. And then you'll find out if it works, just like you said that you tried your rocket without the pieces on it and it didn't work as well. So then you added pieces to it and made it work better. So let's finish this model real quick. The arrow goes through the tube, push off the rocket. What happens when the rocket gets pushed off? Where does it go?
It
Into
goes
the air.
down.
The rocket goes up,
The ground.
up in the air, and then to the ground.
Down.
Air, and then down to the ground.
What
But
would make it stop up into the sky?
what happens? Yeah, is it always going to happen that way? So could we predict that if you stomp on the bag, for sure that rocket lifts off and it's going to fall back down? Is it going to do that every single time?
And also, if
Yeah.
you hit the back too hard, it could
Yeah.
pop.
Oh,
Yeah.
You can't.
All right, you guys,
make
I think
it
we've done a
lightly.
great job today. I think we've done a great job today. Really happy with this. I think that you guys did a nice job doing this, and it makes me happy that you guys are using these tools and ideas that you're coming up with, right? That you're actually trying to make things on your own, and that makes me really happy to know that you're enjoying the science and want to learn more about stuff. So I will see you tomorrow.
Miss Coleman,
Yes.